Today's incredible impression adventure begins the night before today's incredible impression adventure. As of the recording of this, it is Friday, December 22nd, 2023. I'm standing outside the Publix grocery store, store 1080, Southern Trace Plaza, The Villages, Florida. And this also happens to be my place of employment. Welcome everyone. Zach the Incredible Impression here. Merry Christmas to you all. In case I don't do a vlog before Christmas, only got about 3 days until Christmas, and I am working on Christmas Eve. But I'm going to take you inside my work and show you guys around a little bit. Plus, I got to get a little something. So, let's go. There's customer service right there. Hi.
Hi.
I hope you don't mind me shooting you for my vlog tomorrow.
For the vlog tomorrow?
Yeah, my YouTube channel. Say hi, Callie. Hi, that's Callie. Hey, Delinda. Callie and Delinda. Callie is Merry Christmas to you too. Miss Delinda is an awesome customer service associate here, one of the best, and Callie is the assistant customer service manager. And this is where I work. Awesome little place. Truly a great place to work. There's Chase. What's up, bro? Not much. I'm filming my vlog for YouTube. Hope you don't mind being in it. Ah, there's Crystal. Let me see those. Oh, those are awesome looking.
Aren't they? Lydia from the deli gave them to me.
Nice. You're in my YouTube vlog.
Oh, well, hello.
Say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
This lady is awesome. She is an awesome pharmacy staff manager, I guess. Lead technician.
Yes, sir.
So, I will see you a little later then. Okay, gotta go down this way. Aisle 17. You can see the cards here. Heading back towards dairy. Some of the customers probably know I'm filming and they're ducking for cover. Gonna go back this way. There's something I need to find, which is right here. Holiday milk bones. Go back down this way. Need to get some cat food. Here we go.
How are you?
Hi, Elizabeth. I'm good.
Hi, Zach. How are you?
Good. I'm filming for my YouTube channel.
Okay. Well, welcome to Publix.
Thank you. This is Elizabeth. She's an awesome lady. Fairly new, but she's doing real good at her job.
It's $12.59, sir.
Alrighty. $12.59, not bad. Oh, I forgot to enter my phone number.
Would you like to still?
Yes, I will do that. Alrighty. Say hi, Caitlin. She ain't listening.
41 cents, sir.
Thank you, Miss Elizabeth.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Thank you very much. Merry Christmas. Thank you. I will see you guys later.
All right.
See ya. So there you have the first part. Publix is the subject for today's vlog, which begins right now. Now in Lakeland, Florida, and this is not going to be very much to see because there is a heavily, I guess you could say, a guard gate to get onto the premises, but I'm going to at least show you the general idea here. This is the entryway to Publix corporate headquarters. As you can see, there is a guard gate there, so I cannot get in, and plus it's Saturday, so everything is closed. But this is the official entryway into the corporate headquarters. So as I said, this part is not very interesting, but I at least wanted to give you the general idea of where we are in Florida, down here in Lakeland. And there's, speaking of lakes, Lakeland, there is a beautiful little lake right here. I dare not go too close to the water though, because most likely there's gators in there, and I don't feel like getting bit and spending Christmas in the hospital. But you get the idea. But there's more to come, which will be more interesting, so stay tuned. Of course, you can see the sign right there, Publix corporate office. Back there is the guard gate where we just came from. Again, I cannot get in there because obviously for security purposes, and there's no way I could even go up to the guard gate and let them know, you know, that I work for the company, and I just wanted to take some pictures because they're closed today and there's no one on the premises. So we're gonna head on over to the next location. Here we go. Look at those palm trees. Aren't they gorgeous? Sunny Florida at Christmas time. It's currently 77 degrees here in Central Florida. Oh, it just changed to 76. But either way, it's a beautiful day here. Typical Florida Christmas. And the 70-some degree weather. I don't even miss the snow, believe it or not. Up. Look at that water tower. Publix. And that must be one of the corporate warehouse areas. Gate 9 right there. It's got to be part of the corporate warehouse. I'm now standing on the cross streets of Strain Boulevard and George Jenkins. I guess it's George Jenkins Highway. I'm not exactly sure, but I am now in front of the Publix corporate office's chart warehouse. Now, I went up to the guard gate over there, and there was a lady at the guard gate. You can see the swamp is parked over there. And I asked her, because again, when I go in to take some pictures of things, I make no bones about the fact that I'm actually going to go in there and take pictures. So I went up to the guard gate. The lady was very forthcoming. She preferred I did not use her name on the vlog, which I perfectly understand. But she called her supervisor, and the supervisor came up. He's in his truck up there. And he said, I'm more than welcome to take pictures from the sidewalk here of the warehouse, but I cannot go beyond the gates, the security gates. But that was very nice. I told them my name. I told them which store I work at. And I also asked them if they wanted my employee ID number. But they said that's not necessary. They thanked me for coming up and asking for permission. And they said I could take a few pictures. So that's what we're doing here. And this is where, one of the places where all of the inventory for Publix comes from. You can see all the trailers, the tractor trailer trucks and stuff. This is where the product originates from. So whatever we have in our store in the villages, all that comes from right here. Pretty neat. Now, as I said, this is just one of the many warehouses that Publix has. But I do believe that this is the main warehouse. Now there's one back over there, but there's this one here. I'm pretty sure this one is the main warehouse. So I'm gonna get back in the swamp now, and we're gonna head on to our next location. So stay with us. Let's go. On the road again. Yes, I'm back on the road again. The local time is now 4:09 p.m. and I can safely say I'm on the road again. I'm now in the St. Matthew's thrift shop on Central Avenue in downtown Winter Haven, and these pictures show what this store used to be. This was the second Publix, the first standalone building that Mr. George erected. And you can see there's other pictures of the inside here. This would be, I guess, looking over this way. Sorry if you're in the picture here. This young lady here was very nice to allow me to come in here and take some pictures. And then we have the meat and deli case, which I am guessing was probably back there somewhere. You can sort of match up the tiles here and the little vents, but I guess they have since redone it and stuff. But I don't know how big the place was at the time, but I'm guessing it was fairly a decent size for the time. And there's, I believe, the front windows, which are over there again, or it could have been maybe over here. I'm not exactly sure. But then over here you've got another shot of the meat case, and here's kind of a picture of what it would have looked like if you would have walked in the front doors. So if you come back around here and you look, I guess that would be standing probably around here, maybe. That's what I'm thinking. So if you match up the shot, it just might be something to think about. I'm now outside the building, and as you can see, the Publix entrance sign still stands along the sidewalk here. And this is the outside, well, part of it. I'm gonna pan back and take a good picture then from behind or in front of the building. Right here is the plaque marking this historic site. 1940 Publix Supermarket. George W. Jenkins opened the first Publix food store in Winter Haven in 1930. We'll be going there next. I'm kind of working backwards here. 5 years later, he opened a second location in town. He closed these first two stores to open his dream store, the first Publix supermarket. On this site, November 8, 1940, Jenkins combined the most advanced elements of U.S. food retailing with his own ideas to create a supermarket unlike any before. It featured interior decor of pastel colors, beautiful terrazzo tile, and soft music created in a pleasant atmosphere for shoppers. That really makes sense, because at our store there's music, and it's all nice songs. Of course, right now in the spirit we all have Christmas music playing. The store's crowning glory was its electric eye door, an amenity that exceeded the innovation of what any other retail food company was offering at the time. It was called a food palace of marble, glass, and stucco. Publix operated here until 1957, when it was replaced by a new store in Winter Haven. And this is on the Polk County Historical Commission, a Polk County heritage site which is sponsored by the Polk County Historical Commission. Publix Supermarkets Incorporated, which is now owned by the St. Matthew Catholic Church. And this plaque was erected in 2016. Really cool. Standing across the street from the store, and the exterior looks pretty much the same. I'm gonna go to the other side and try to match up a photograph of the store from 1940. I'm now on the other side of the street, And the building, I'm trying to match up one of the shots from 1940. As you can see, the building looks eerily similar to what it did back in 1940. Of course, the Publix sign has been removed, obviously, and there used to be a huge lift area right here, which was included with the building, which has since been removed. And there are windows. There were windows along the side here. They have since been removed as well. But you can see the building is pretty much the same thing. It's a historical landmark in Publix history. You have to think, back in the day, there were people coming in and out of that building with grocery bags. And these cars behind me, these kind of cars weren't even thought of yet. They were all 1940s classic cars. Beautiful things. As a matter of fact, it would be really cool if they ever filmed a movie or a documentary biography or a biopic on George Jenkins, and if they modeled this building to look like it originally did. Can you imagine the crowds, the throngs of people that would come down here just to watch the filming and see this building refurbished in its former glory? Come on now, Hollywood, you gotta do something about that. Come on now. We're now in Winter Haven still, about 2 blocks from where the second site is. And behind me, right here, is the very first Publix store. Mr. George opened this location in 1930. There is a plaque on the side of the building. Let's go take a look at it. First Publix store, 1930. George W. Jenkins, founder of Publix Supermarkets Incorporated, was born September 29th, 1907 in Harris City, Georgia. At the age of 17, he came to Florida and took a job as a food store clerk in Tampa. In 1930, he decided to open his own store. He rented space at 58 4th Street, Northwest Winter Haven, and called his business Publix Food Store. He got the idea for the name from the Publix Theaters movie chain. He proudly opened this store September 6th, 1930. He operated here until 1940, when he built his dream store on West Central Avenue, 2 blocks east of this site, which we were just at. This is also a Polk County Heritage Site, sponsored by the Polk County Historical Commission, but this one was dedicated in 2017. I wonder why they did that. You would think that they would dedicate this one first, being the very first store, rather than the second store. Let me zoom it out a bit here so you can see better. This was the entrance right here to Publix. You can see the Publix walking stone, the entrance, like the previous location that we went to, has long since been removed and painted over, but this was the entrance to the first Publix store. Let's walk across the way here into this central park, is so a word, so a name, around Winter Haven. And right there, of course, is the store. But let's have a chat on this bench right here. I'm going to tell you a little bit of unknown facts about Mr. George. Now, it said on the plaque that Mr. George actually took a job at a grocery store down here in Florida, but not many people know that the store he actually took a job at was Piggly Wiggly down in Tampa. And within a year, he worked his way up, all the way up to general manager of the store. And then he was transferred to the largest Piggly Wiggly store in Florida, which happened to be here in Winter Haven. And I tried locating that place, or at least where the building used to be, but there's nothing on the web that I could find. And so I just kind of gave up on it after a while. But while he was working for Piggly Wiggly, he realized that he had so many ideas of the future of how the store could be, and all these wonderful, fabulous ideas. So what he did was he drove all the way to the corporate headquarters in Georgia. I believe it was Atlanta, if my memory serves me correctly. He drove all the way from Winter Haven, Florida to Atlanta, back to where he was originally from, around there. And he went to the corporate office and asked to see the corporate manager. Well, the corporate manager just pushed him out of the office, said, "I don't want to hear your suggestions, go back to your store." And he was really upset about that. So he decided that customer service was really important, that the customers come first. Making a buck is not the issue. Being petty and greedy is not the top thing to be worried about. Customers come first. And with that, he went in to business for himself. He left Piggly Wiggly and he opened the very first Publix. And one thing that he really actually took, a great idea that he had, was he installed in each store a scale, a weighing scale, so that people could actually weigh themselves. I don't remember if it's because so many people were concerned about themselves or what it was. A lot of people weighed their bags maybe, but he wanted people, his customers, to be able to see how much they weighed. Because back then also, you'd have to go to like a Publix scale and you put a dime in or something, you get your weight. People didn't want to have to constantly spend money to check their weight. So Mr. George decided, hey, I'll just put one in my store. Customers can come in and check their weight and shop and stuff. So just a little bit of the history of Mr. George Jenkins and Publix. Truly a great place to work, and they stand by that, and I can vouch for that. My family at store 1080, we are family. We don't look down on each other. We pick on each other, but if we didn't pick on each other, we know we didn't like each other. But I wanted to come down here and do this vlog today, and I hope you all enjoyed it. And I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. Oh, and want to make an announcement. Coming up next week, I and some friends, probably Tony maybe, whom you remember in the vlogs before, in Pittsburgh and Spartanburg. Hopefully he will be coming with me down to Orlando to do a vlog on the filming locations of Ernest Saves Christmas. So I already looked up the addresses, the buildings, and we're going to go on that adventure. So stay tuned and have a Merry Christmas, everyone, and a very Happy New Year. Vlog over. Hey guys, I just thought of something real funny. I just finished the vlog on Publix, on the history of Publix, but last night I actually started the vlog by going into my Publix, my work, and filming around there a little bit. And then today, I learned from one of the security guards that you're not really allowed to film in the store. So, but either way, I'm still going to publish it. So I might just go into work tomorrow and my boss might just say, "Merry Christmas, you're fired." I hope I'm not, actually. But, okay.